discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Hello, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. And karibuni to another episode, of course, of the Africa Today Show. My name is Joby, and you're listening to...
Greetings and salutations, massive news. Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio. And you're listening to the
Africa Today Show. Hope you guys are doing amazing today. Your weekend has been fantastic, and karibuni sana to yet another beautiful week. As we get into the conversations of what has been happening during the weekend, of course, we have Iran, America, Israel still on it. Literally, I think this is the 6th week. I'm not really sure, but I think this should be the 6th week. I'm not really sure of the date, but I think this should be the 6th week. I'm not really sure, but yeah, karibuni. We're going to be talking about, of course, what has been happening during the weekend, tackling on Iran's latest news. We saw during the weekend, we had the U.S. talking about ceasing-fire. They also talked about usually commanding Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz, and if they don't, it's going to be really bad for them. So we're going to be looking at the response Iran had literally regarding that. But majorly, the conversation is going to be actually how this has made America a laughingstock, because this is going to be destroying America's economy. And sadly, I feel bad because this is not just America's economy, but the world's economy. I think I should actually start with that video of Ibrahim Traore's speech of today, actually, because Africa should be one of the least countries suffering from what the rest of the world is suffering. Number one, with the biggest producers of what the world actually receives or what they are fighting for. As much as, of course, we have other countries that have resources in different ways, Africa actually has the most resources that has been benefiting the rest of the world. So I think actually I should start with that video, because he actually mentioned it on his speech during his anniversary, and saying that actually it's crazy that Africa we're suffering from this war that is going. And shout out to Keith, because he's been saying the same thing. So let me actually cue this video very quick for you guys. Is this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So let me share my screen.
All African countries that produce oil, most of them import oil, because we export crude and re-import it. Energy is the foundation of everything, even fertilizers. You see that fertilizer prices will go up because many were imported from those countries. But the price will go up, but we always try to keep it under control. This has a considerable impact on our economies. That's a reality.
All right, really? Thank you, Mr. President. We have now officially reached the very end of this. Mr. President, perhaps one last question on this topic with what is happening today in the Middle East, especially in the Strait of Hormuz. Is there a possibility that the closure and the closure of this strait, and of course the ongoing war there, could have consequences for our economies, the economies of the AES countries, especially regarding oil? Yes.
Definitely. There are already consequences. In Burkina, we are trying to keep going. You know that everything related to gasoline, diesel, gas, and so on is subsidized. In fact, the price we pay is not the price at which we sell to the population. So the state subsidizes it, And how does the state subsidize it? It's with our own resources that we exploit. Again.
Exactly. So Africa should be one among the least continent literally suffering from this war. He started by actually oil, and actually didn't even cue the right video, but actually the same video that I was to share is equal to this, because he's talking about how not only are we the biggest actually exporters of the real raw rare, and not only real raw rare earth minerals, but also majority of the world's expectations in terms of mineral resources. If you talk about oil, gold, cobalt, and all that, Africa is the beneficiary, not the beneficiary, but the benefactor. Benefactor? I don't know. The producer of literally what the world consumes. So we should not be actually suffering from what the world is going through. But sadly we are, and we're about to be really hit hard. And that's why I started with this, because I said America currently is about to be hit by a very crazy economic catastrophe or economic collapse, literally. And this is because we're looking at also literally most of the countries in Africa, or focusing back in Africa, is how the dollar has been backing our currencies as well. It is crazy because we have our currency backed up by fake money system, while we've been exporting real resources that are worth billions and trillions of money, which takes me back to the World Bank and the IMF every single time. When you talk about debt, how do even all these countries, where actually they consume so much from Africa? Critical thinking, again, I keep on saying.
That's the case here. That's what we're also trying to secure in order to subsidize these kinds of hydrocarbons. There are already consequences.
We should not be subsidizing anything. I always feel so, I don't want to say sad, really, I'd be lying, but I always feel very remorseful for countries like Nigeria, which are one of the biggest oil producing countries, but they end up subsidizing. Every single time Nigerians are always like subsidizing their oil. This is one of the richest countries in Africa in terms of oil. Actually, believe the largest producing countries of oil, because Shell has a history there. Many companies have a history there, and the same companies have histories back in other African countries. But majorly, Nigeria should be one of the countries that should have actually be very rich if you look at the oil they have and feed the rest of the world. So think about it.
The price of a barrel has gone up. The resource itself is becoming scarce because now the countries that are able to export have also raised their prices. So we are paying much more. But, well, we've tried to always maintain the same prices, whether for gas or for gasoline. And we hope that the situation will be resolved. Otherwise, if there is a cost to energy, there will inevitably be a cost to industry, a cost to raw materials, a cost to everything that is imported, because transportation becomes more complicated. So everything is normally going up. Up to now, we have been making efforts so that people do not feel the effects of this war. Because unfortunately, we do not produce oil within the Confederation area, at least not in Niger and not in terms of exploitation. There is, by the way, a project that we have put on the table to see how we should not just focus on our own production here. We are hearing proposals from Niger, which has the resource. How can we perhaps develop very large refineries to exploit what is in our subsoil for our populations and all, so that we no longer have to depend on imports? Otherwise, when a country produces oil and still re-imports petroleum products, well, it's a bit strange, but in Africa,
Exactly. That is a norm. In Africa, that is a norm.
That's the trend. Thank you.
It's the trend.
Wow. Hello, Africa family, brothers and sisters.
Just to leave the port and get to Ouagadougou, it takes at least a month. It moves at a very slow pace. Unfortunately, it arrived late. There are even some groups still at the port that we haven't been able to bring in yet. So even those who came in February and March as well. I'm not going to lie to you, we can't set everything up in such a short time. We were too dependent. We used to import. The trend was to import more than half of our energy from Ghana and...
Man, I love how this guy is so honest. Like, this is what we need in Africa, being honest. And not just Africa, but this is how the system should be, right? This is how the system should be. People should be benefiting from their taxes. People should be benefiting from their natural resources. You know, people should be benefiting from their leaders. If we had some, or if we had any. But sadly, we're really living in a creepy illusion. We live in a very creepy world. In reality, we're not living in reality of what should be. We're living in illusions in exchange of what reality should be. Literally, this is crazy.
Côte d'Ivoire. That's why we decided to build our own power plants, so we could be self-sufficient. And that's a process. And here too, as I said, there are a lot of things. Some ships were diverted in a given month because of certain conflict situations. Something that was supposed to arrive in 45 days, now we're looking at 70 days or more. Even getting to the port is a real challenge. So there are power plants currently being built, and the plan is to set up a plant in every region. Instead of concentrating everything in Ouagadougou and Bobo to supply the rest, we want to make the region self-sufficient. And so there are several power plants currently being installed. I think in Koudougou, it's almost finished. It's a bit of a rush everywhere. Cities have been targeted, even just to have power plants. So we hope to be able to solve the energy issue, at least as quickly as possible, as long as we don't face other international constraints. As long as there isn't even energy, our dream of having an industry can't happen. It's impossible. Industries consume a lot. There's also our transmission line, which needs to be completely replaced. And just changing these networks costs hundreds of billions. We have to order all these cables, build. You may have noticed in the city and all around, they're building new power lines. So all of this is a construction site. There's production and there's transmission. Everything needs to be completely rebuilt, and that's what we're working on.
And rebuilt whereby it's not tapped by the white people, you know, including maybe from the cables, I don't know, to the internet, whatever angle he's talking about. Personally, if I'm rebuilding, of course, this all has, it won't be attached to anything to do with the white man, because you're not going to be monetizing my people like they're just some robots. You know, you're not going to be doing just some shady ass things that you've been doing in this country. It's like it's like a chess these people are playing. Okay, this country moves this way, this country moves this way, this country moves this way, and if they don't do this, you see how chess literally the game is, they just make that shit.
Like the chess, like the chess game. And chess was actually created by Africans when they were much smarter.
But if you look at how chess today is played, this is literally monopoly in it. That's how I see it. It's literally more of monopoly. It's people who are in control of a system. Like I've said, everything is actually explained. That's why I've started with this video, because everything we're talking about actually is, again, based on how this system has been created. You know? Everything we're talking about is based on how this system has been created. It's talking about something we've been mentioning since the beginning of this war, Africa being dependent on the countries that are currently at war, of oil so much, because we've been dependent, not independent. And that's why they say, that's why he said forget democracy, because number one, you're speaking about democracy that we don't practice, independency that we're not even dependent. We depend on these countries. Africa should be one of the least continent suffering because of this war. But we are. Yep. Things are about to get more expensive just because of this war. Yet we're the largest world producers of so much in terms of mineral resources. Exactly.
And also, like he said, about all the media too, how all the media is controlled. So you think you're free, all this media, you write anything wrong that they don't like, you get fired. So all the media is controlled too by these people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're talking about the oil, how we export, of course, using a lot of taxes, yet we import, using a lot to export.
That's what he said. He said, and that's what I said. He said, all these oil-producing African nations, like Angola, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, and a few more. He said, how is the Saudi? He asked the question, how is the Middle East rich and we're poor and we have more oil? Exactly. Because they're white like the white man. So so the white man doesn't fuck them the same way they do you. That's why.
It's crazy. So let me continue.
So that we can have our own clean, pure energy transmitted with a high level of safety and stable for our industries.
Your Excellency, in February 2023, the state created the Agency for the Promotion of Community Entrepreneurship, APEC, with the aim of implementing popular shareholding. How do you assess the progress that has already been made?
That's true. It must be said that APEC was born out of a strong will. APEC was fought against and continues to be fought against. We've seen it all. We even caught people red-handed, shouting in the streets, covering up posters, tearing down APEC posters and everything, who had been sent by others to do it. Many business operators fought against APEC. Bankers fought against APEC. That's a fact, they can't deny it. If we didn't act in a certain way, it's not because we didn't have things at hand. But we avoided it because we wanted to let them see for themselves. And so, in terms of communication, the PIEC was sabotaged as well. If they're already sabotaging through physical acts, it's not just through communication.
They're trying to sabotage everything that Ibrahim Traore actually is doing. That's what he's telling you. They're sabotaging everything.
Of course, because they didn't broke out of this system of black people being slaves. He understands. You know that the world is set up for Africans to be slaves, Joby, but then to be wealthy off your backs. How about you look at who the most wealthiest people in Africa? They're all white people. Got maybe 3 black people. Everybody's white. How's all these white people the wealthiest people in Africa? It's set up to design to make sure African people be slaves. And if you don't follow being a slave, everybody come to kill you or sabotage what you're doing. You should make more people. I would tell them you have to lock the country down, dude, because you got so many spies, just like Iran. You got all these spies running around your country trying to sabotage you because you're out of their system of being dependent and making them wealthy. And they tell you all this old stupid shit. You're supposed to have been free for 60 years, all these African countries. Why is there no rich African country there? Because it was never designed to make you wealthy. It's all a scam. Go ahead, Joe.
So people are already being paid to talk on social media. In fact, to discredit us. So APEC was born and faced this wave of hostility.
I said, no way you're stupid. You're paid. No way you're stupid. I just led you to all the information about Israel's my daddy and all this crazy shit you talking.
But they managed to hustle, weather the storm, and already they were able to build their first unit. The second unit is almost finished in Tenkodobo. The first APEC mine, the equipment is there. If God wills, in a few days, they will pour the first ingots. Because they have already extracted the ore, they are currently installing the plant. And the second mine will begin operation soon as well. And so on, we will provide them with semi-mechanized units. This will allow them to become profitable very quickly, but also to reinvest that into industrial units. You saw that they launched the chili pepper processing unit in.
Like I said, they want you to angry, so have all these white people. Why do Africans got talking about partnership and having white people come dig your shit? You get, like Joey said, you get 5%, they get 95%. You wonder why you broke? I'll tell somebody come dig in my backyard. They keep all the profits. My backyard. Right? I get 5%.
From this video, what I'd say, because this is actually, again, what the youths are tapping into. This is not just Ibrahim Traore actually just emerging as a young leader, but what the youths are tapping into. So let you not be misunderstood. And I'm very clear because I think 2 weeks ago, I talked about the underestimation of Africans in the continent and their ability or capability. Don't let this make you misunderstood because you keep on talking about, oh, Africans, they are weak, the men can do this. Okay, don't let it get you misunderstood too, that actually Africans are not going back to their power because I'm seeing it. When actually I'm on the ground and I see stuff, like I'm seeing how people are being proactive, what you keep on talking about, oh, Africans are not
proactive or reactive.
Is it reactive or proactive?
Africans are not proactive, they're reactive.
Okay, yeah. So now Africans are, personally, I've seen most of the young youths being proactive. like really proactive. So this is actually a good example to show you where Africa is actually heading. And I believe probably, again, the universe, God chosen, whatever terms you want to use, Ibrahim Traore had to serve as an example that young people can tap into this. We can lead Africa. The fact that we've had whatever guy who said Africa cannot rule itself, we can. The only problem we have as a continent, and I see it every single day, is miseducation. It's miseducation. We're paying so much for school fees, like it says,
Of course.
and we don't get the real truth. We're getting some dumbass information that doesn't help us, like
Propaganda.
we're not taught who are the colonizers. They are missionaries. They came to give us the Bible. That's the bullshit, We're not taught why we had freedom fighters evolving in different African countries. What are we fighting about? Oh no, you're just facing the missionaries. The missionaries? What did the missionaries come to do? And they give us just the Bible,
Do me a favor when you get up this, go to TikTok.
Crazy.
Do me a favor when you get up this, go to TikTok and say concentration camps in Kenya. You know why you fight. We're gonna use your grew up at as an example. Why it's not even talking
and all that. So there is ongoing work to enable them to not only exploit the gold, but also to make use of it.
Exactly.
To launch industrial units more quickly.
Mr. President, last December, you formally took over the presidency of the AES, and you currently have many significant priorities. You really have an extensive amount of work to do. And today, can we know, 3 months later, what are truly the main priorities of your term since the man?
Yeah, he said he's going to extend for 5 years, leave alone 3 months. God damn it. He said he's going to be the president of Burkina Faso for the next 5 years. Of course, this is going to be pushing. Expect me reporting probably from now, having opposition, the prior opposition leaders who had built multiple parties, of course, which is a cause of division in every African country.
I'm gonna have us go over there 2 more years and see. I'll put us on the ground over there and see what's going on for ourselves. We got Jamora close. He was in Mali, but he didn't go one country south to Burkina Faso. I'm gonna see what boots on the ground looks like myself.
Yeah, so expect me probably reporting where we're gonna be having paid demonstrators about going back to election, some people of the country demanding elections, because Ibrahim Traore has just announced during his anniversary that he's going to be running for the next 5 years in presidency. He's not going to be
They asked him about being an AES president too. He's also the president of AES. He said you're the president of AES.
Okay. So,
like the exact same thing that the Nazis did to Jews. They called it villagization. But they put over 1 million Kikuyus from multiple districts.
It wasn't Kikuyus. It was a bunch of not the Kikuyus, a bunch of Africans in Kenya. Put them in concentration camps, cut off their dicks, put them in their mouths, beat them, rape them, all kind of shit. Go ahead, dude.
And barbed wire, and watched over by colonial authorities, which ended up causing severe food shortages and starvation, with some estimates saying over 20,000 children under the age of 10 dying from starvation and other related diseases.
Of course.
There's no other way to say it.
What you do?
This is them putting them in concentration.
if I'm a president, the first thing I do, the U.S. Embassy out. Number one, the U.S. Embassy, I want you to step out. The tea farms, cotton farms, all the plantation farms owned by the British colonial system out. Okay? I don't understand why people don't feel this pain of history. You know, sometimes it bothers me.
It's owned by the people. They don't say this. Those are not British. Those are white people that have been living in Kenya, Joe. Same what they say in South Africa. They've been living in Joey for 100 years now, Joey.
Now, listening to this and in my right mind, I'm disturbed. The fact that we even have white people in our goddamn presence and they did all this. They did all this, but we still look at white people like, hi, white daddy, hi.
You didn't know.
Say,
This is not nothing. This is not nothing in your school.
oh my God.
concentration camps and them dying in concentration camps.
Yep.
Right? Additionally, the British also publicly executed 1,000 people, 500 of which were executed for crimes that were much less than murder. And for reference, this is double the number of executions that the French did to the Algerians and way less than the number that the British did in either Cyprus or in the British Mandate of Palestine. Additionally, there were 20,000 Mau Mau militant deaths, as well as a possible 100,000 Africans killed because of various factors.
They go to Africa trying to
by
get
the
the land back.
British.
It's the Africans, these terrorists, these African terrorists.
That's Ruto. That's Ruto. Ruto's done. This terrorist, because we're trying to practice the fake democracy. These are terrorists. They're committing treason.
For comparison, right? Let's just take 120,000. Somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 were killed by the Mau Mau rebels. So on the one hand, the British kill 120,000. On the other hand, approximately 2,000 to 5,000 killed by the Mau Mau rebels. So you tell me, what you guys, I'll leave you guys to do the proportionality.
When most people think
They were killing the white people who were still in the land, and they were killing their coons. You're supposed to get rid of your coons and your sellouts who've been selling out to the British, still in your land.
I feel like the smartest way to get rid of these people would be through food, because they believe Africans are so accommodating, Africans are so loving, so nice. So what I'd do if I was Joby, I'm gonna welcome you, give you drinking water, even allow you to bathe on my shower. Now it comes to the food part. I'm killing you all. You're gonna eat my poison, not my food, my poison. You're gonna have to die, all of you. There's no generation that's going to be left alive. I don't know how, but again, we're not prepared enough for this invasion. We didn't know this probably could happen to us looking at history.
Of course. Well, they knew you were getting invaded, but they were just doing minor skirmishes. They couldn't completely take it over. They're taking slaves out of Africa.
But again, I feel like we knew, because I go back to the 10 episodes, Keith, we did of understanding the white man. And before the invasion, Africans were so spiritual, so educated.
I mean, the more we're talking about the seers, you had seers in Africa, what you call people that can psychic, that can see the future. They told you that coming of the white man. He said it. He said it's going to be brutal. They're going to be vicious, stealers, rapists. That was known in Kenya. That was known everywhere in Africa. They knew that. The coming of the white man. They took 200 years before the white man showed up there. They had the seers telling you it's going to be white people, savages, come in and rape, kill, murder. So they knew that. They probably went wilding out to the whole population, but a bunch of them, they probably just forgot it, because I know in 1700s there was some guy by Mount Kenya told everybody, hey, it's going to be we're going to have white people show up. But they'd already been showing up periodically the last 500 years, and now they're going to come in, start taking over and killing people and stealing all the land. Shut up with that crazy shit.
concentration camps, they think Germany. But did you know the British government ran concentration camps in Kenya in the 1950s? Less than a century ago? During the Mau Mau uprising, Kenyans rose up against colonial land theft and brutal British rule. The British response? Round up tens of thousands of people, mostly from the Kikuyu community, and force them into detention camps. They called them rehabilitation centers. In reality, they were prisons designed to crush resistance and break the spirit of an entire people. In these camps, people were beaten, starved, and forced into labor. Families.
How dare you Negroes think you'll get your land? Our land, your land, but same thing. That crazy broad your ass show in the morning. Your land belongs to us. Your land belongs to us. Same shit they do everywhere. Your land belongs to us, not you.
Were separated. Entire villages were fenced into protected zones with curfews and surveillance.
I'll say, using you guys' slang, if maybe it suits best, they sure know how to pick them politicians, you know, because if they had people like us, this will not work. This is not going to work.
One British officer described the program as the pipeline moving people from detention to forced labor until they were deemed safe. For decades, Britain...
They're saying forced labor, that's slavery. They already changing, moving the people from detention to the forced labor. You guys already know slavery. So they moved them into slavery. And forced labor is slavery. That's what forced labor is. You force somebody to work for free. It's forced labor. It's slavery. Thank you, Mr. AI. Go ahead.
Denied it ever happened. Documents were hidden or destroyed. Survivors were silenced. It wasn't until the 2000s that evidence finally came to light. In 2013, the British government issued a rare apology and paid compensation to some survivors. But let's be real, no payment can undo the destruction of families, cultures, and communities. Here's the controversy. Britain still celebrates its empire as if it spread civilization. But how civilized is running concentration camps to silence independence movements?
When people hear the words concentration camp, they think of Nazi Germany. But the first nation to use them was Britain. Long before World War II, during the Boer War, 1899 to 1902, in South Africa, the British...
That's the Boer War. When the white man was fighting the white man, they fighting over the African land. So that's that group, they didn't know history. That's when the British were fighting the Dutch about who's going to control the land of these niggas. The British came, the British wasn't there first, the Dutch were there first. And so the British came in and still, because they're all thieves and robbers. The British came in and steal the land from the other white people, from the black people.
Rounded up Dutch Boers and black South Africans, locking more than 115,000 people in barbed wire camps. Over 25,000 men, women, and children died mostly from starvation and disease. It was...
They did up the road in Kenya. I ain't about the same people, the same shit. But up the road, 2 countries north up there in Kenya, we did copy and paste, we do the same shit where we go.
In these camps that the term concentration camp was first used, but it didn't end there. In the 1950s in Kenya, Britain built another network of camps, this time against the Kikuyu people during the Mau Mau uprising. Over 1.5 million were detained. Survivors described horrific scenes: mouths filled with mud, throats stomped until they passed out.
Like stomp, pass out, put mouth full of mud so you choke, cut off their penises, put them in their mouth, and they bled out. Adam praying to this wicked ass queen up there. That's not our queen, that's your queen now. That Queen Elizabeth lady. The atrocities were crazy. And that's why I don't want people to know that they put their puppet Jomo in there. But go ahead, Joe.
Let me just keep quiet.
Routine torture, starvation, and mass killings. This wasn't Nazi Germany. This was the British Empire, the same empire that claimed to stand for freedom and civilization.
I still can't fathom the brutality of this, because as I try to fathom it, I'm like, man, there's no way you'd have done this to me, because I'm going to die first before you do this, okay?
They died. They fought and died.
Yeah, so it's going to be that way. There's no, I'm going to be surviving concentration camps. Saying no way. I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm going to be digging roads for you to come do a safari rally for us right here. Nah, there's no, I'm doing none of this. No.
History books...
No. Joby, no.
...rarely mention it.
We're going to war with you.
That's none of the history books, exactly.
I'm going to war with you, period.
But the blueprint for modern concentration camps began under a Union Jack. Truth isn't just what's taught, it's what's been hidden.
Some people might claim, well, okay.
I don't agree with the white man telling me nothing.
The Kenyan government, our president, has been going on launching houses called the affordable houses all across the country. And in the first place, he did not specify who exactly is going to stay in those houses. So it has come out clearly from the governor, the former governor of Kakamega County, when he's telling the citizens of Busia County to leave their ancestral land and go and live in the affordable houses. It looks like
they're trying to steal your land. It's another land steal again. What the white people do. They never stop. You didn't understand that. Same shit with the fucking, but they just can't put you in concentration camps no more because they don't got the numbers. So this is another scam. They're going to build these fake cities and steal your land as you move off the land. Look, these 15 cities, they steal all your land, lady. That's what the scam's about.
Comfort. It looks like something classy.
I never even thought about it that way, literally.
But no. This is the same tactic that the colonialists use to put Africans, our ancestors, into camps, concentration camps. And it's not a new tactic.
You get your Kabilas and all that shit, these slums. Exactly. This time, exactly 15 minutes since they lock you down and wipe your ass out. They never stop. And they have to know this.
It has been used for years to grab ancestral land from their rightful owners. So our government has signed with private organizations to make us leave our ancestral land where we can plant our food and rear our animals in peace. We should leave all that comfort.
Make you be dependent again. They're gonna wipe your black ass out. Because now you're left dependent, not independent. You're on your own land. You got your own animals there, and you're independent. Exactly. They never stop. That's what this is. It's a waking up. So she understand. I knew when they were doing this. Oh, that's what this is about. Steal another land. You see, it's a land grab in Africa again.
I need to be Skedi and I need to be Ruto at this particular point. Okay, both of them. Just give me both of them. I don't need much. Just both of them. Me holding one position. Then you know what I'm gonna do? These countries, both of them, are going to have to trade. And with trading, I need, of course, companies, refining companies in both of the. I just need the two countries. I don't need a lot. Just the two of them. In Congo, we get the gunpowder, right? In Congo, is it? In most of
in Kenya too. You got the same.
I need a technology to reverse engineer it and make guns because I'm gonna be brutal. There's no you surviving in Kenya. Me as a president, you're gone. You're gone. I don't care who. I'm gonna be China, literally, for real. And as a president, you're gone. I'm literally bubble gumming all of you.
You already got the material. You're gonna have the knobs. Just take it, just reverse engineer. You need to go no place else. You got the same minerals in the ground to make gunpowder, Joey.
I said Congo and Kenya because Congo is at a very devastating state, literally. That's why I said Congo and Kenya. So of course, for me to save Kenya, I gotta save Congo. Like we keep on saying, for us to save Africa, we gotta start with Congo also somewhere. So I just need the two. This is
Go and live in the affordable houses. You are wrong. We already know the game you're trying to play, and this game has been going on for years. The colonialists play the same script.
That's them again, lady. You think it's them again? The same people. They come back again, but they got you goopy niggas and as the face. Like then they had no goopy nigga presidents. The white man was out there, so it's the same scam, but just that they got their flunkies out in front.
From the Kikuyu people and call it the White Islands. And if you will fall for this trick and leave your ancestral land to go and live in these houses, you will have bought your own prison with your own money. That is not comfort.
There's no I'm living in a house of 1.5 million. I don't care. Why should I buy an apartment when I can buy a whole land? Can you make that make sense? Is that even critical thinking or backward thinking?
Well, they hope you're stupid.
Exactly. Why should I buy a 1.5 million or 2-point-something million one-bedroom apartment, or you're going to own this for the rest of your life? And then the fact that we know this system keeps on coming back with the same corruption of where this leader does this project, then the next leader comes and say, nah, we don't care about this project. Now that land belongs to us. And all of you who bought houses here, we don't care. Now these are these are our houses. And I wasted 1 point something million or 2 point something million. And I should have bought a land somewhere. Actually, I'd be doing the ecosystem I've been teaching you guys last week. I should have a pound.
Yeah,
I should,
great.
you
Yeah.
know,
I think you told us last week. Yeah, that shit was great. I said, I'm gonna build that shit.
I should have a pound of my own. I should plant trees, and from the trees I'm gonna be planting, I should literally compose the leaves, literally to help me create a whole compost. From that, I can also have that I forgot the name again. The name of that plant that literally can help you produce fertilizer and all that. Come on.
I forgot, but I know you got the fish pond. You got the so.
The duck, when you have the duck, it helps you literally with the whole ecosystem. Of
the eggs there. So ecosystem that runs for free once you build it. It runs on itself for free. Or constantly giving you food.
Exactly. Literally. You don't need to go to no supermarket for none of that shit. It's crazy. But away from that, that is what is happening, of course. Shout out to Ibrahim Traore.
So Trump, people in America now asking for Trump to be taken out of office because he's a lunatic. Obviously has dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever he has. There's lunatics, ravens, talking about bombing people, killing kids, and bless Allah, all this whole crazy shit. So they tend to implement the 25th Amendment where you remove the president. Don't even impeach, just remove his ass because he's unstable. I don't know if they have the votes in Congress, not because I don't think so, because Congress is bought up by the same people, right? They're owned by the same, but everybody now sees it. It's openly in your face. Everybody know it's not real controls this country. There's no more, we don't know. It's a Jewish conspiracy, none of that shit. There's no conspiracy, you know. People openly talking about who killed JFK, who did 9/11. We know it's the same folks, same cats with these motherfucking hats. Right, so they're the ones got us in this goopy ass war where you're killing innocent children, bombing children at school, just all kind of wicked shit. And as black people, we don't agree with wicked, except for the few boot-licking, handkerchief head coons. We don't agree with wicked and evil. So most black people are against this war and against this wicked ass empire. Even though at the end of the day, it's probably going to hurt us because this is dismantling the American dollar. It's dismantling completely. Without the value of the dollar, all our groceries go up. Can't pay for fuel. We call it gas here. Other places they call it petrol around the world. So we can't afford that. Can't afford to get back and forth to work. Can't afford to heat our homes. Thank God, winter's coming to an end. You shouldn't cost that much to heat your house with oil and gas. So it's been a disaster. Him screaming and hollering, looking crazy, talking crazy. I'm gonna bomb you back to the Stone Age. And you had the Iranians last say, "Hey, when we was already a civilization, you people were in the caves." That's some black people tell them. These are white Iranians. You people talking about bombing us back to the Stone Ages. When we had civilization, even though those civilizations were black then. You should understand that. When they talk about those Iranian, Persian civilizations, those were black people, not those people today. But they had me laugh. They said, when we had our civilization, you people were still in the caves. Go ahead, Joe. See you got right here.
Yeah, so we have exactly what you just mentioned. Let me.
Oh my God. Easter Sunday 2026 is going to go down in history. I need to connect three things that happened today because together they're absolutely insane. This morning, Trump posted on Truth Social, if you saw my video, on Easter, threatening to bomb Iran's power plants and bridges on Tuesday with an F-bomb, ending with a praise be to Allah. Iran's response, their embassy called...
Pause it. Yeah, let me go pause it. You guys will realize, understand that the fake UN is trying to authorize the United States to drop a nuclear bomb on these people. Okay? Because they can't win, so they want to just drop a nuclear bomb and just blow up the whole fucking country. You know, which is a crime against humanity. But the UN doesn't work for humanity. It works for the same people that created those same cats with the hats. Right? So we know they got the pilot back this weekend. You guys know there was a pilot that crashed, right? They got shot down, right? They finally found him. But the stories don't add up because you had C-130s. Why are the C-130s trying to get a goddamn pilot out of there? So everybody has reverse engineered the nonsense that we've been told. Remember, all the West does is lie because all your media is owned by these cats with these motherfucking hats. They own everything. You know, stop trying to say they don't. They own every fucking thing. I'm not Kanye. Steal all your money out your bank account, all this crazy shit, right? So what they're surmising, Iranians and everybody else surmising through deductive reasoning, so this was some kind of ground invasion they wanted to do. And then doing no pilot dropping down because you wouldn't bring that much air support to get one pilot and bring two C-130s that would carry at least 200 to 300 troops in to find one pilot. That's utter nonsense. So by just logic and understanding military tactics, they were trying to do a bigger move and they got fucked up. That's what it looks like. That's why you got everything, all these airplanes in the desert all blown up, smothering, all on fire. And if you guys don't know, we also look up these guys in China. They raised the age to 52. I was looking at somebody on TikTok about my brothers don't do nothing but get high and play something. She said he's 45 years old. They said them a letter time about get ready to deploy. He's 45. Yeah, they just allowed, but it's now you guys know it's allowed. You guys know they changed the rule because everybody was smoking dope to get the hell out of there. Because you know if you smoke dope, you're put in jail, you're kicked out the military. Now the military is allowing you to get high.
What the hell?
we will put that because they need your body, need you to get killed, need you to go fight.
Wow.
So they changed the rule. Now you can smoke your joint, your wacky tobacco, because people were smoking this shit so they get caught. You know, they got to take the piss test and get kicked out. And they said, nah, ain't no more of that. You can smoke your wacky tobacco. You stay in here to go fight this war. And so if you guys don't know, over the weekend, or before the weekend, you had 20 generals turned down because they wanted to put a ground. Remember they kept saying the ground invasion, which wouldn't work. And so the generals told Trump, we're not going to do that. We're not going to take our troops and put no ground troops to get murdered in no fucking Iran. There's nowhere to stage anything. How can we stage any forward event where we won't have drones come attack the people when we're staging to go into the country? So they refused his orders. And so they fired 12 senior officers, which is general staff, and they kept the others because this looked crazy. They don't want to report this because this is an open mutiny. They're not going to do his illegal orders. And no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to send our people just to go get to be cannon fodder. Where are we going to set up at? Because like I said, it's not like it was even 25 years ago, right? When we could stage outside of Kuwait and Saudi Arabia when we were going into Iraq, we could stage a big military force up in it. That's gone. You can't bring 200, 300, 400,000 people into Saudi Arabia and Kuwait without getting attacked now, without drones blowing your ass up. You could do that 25 years ago. We were waiting to Iraq and Afghanistan. We didn't have drones yet. You got drones. So how are you going to stage an invasion of Iran? Where are you going to put them at? Where they're not going to be blown the fuck up and murdered. So that don't make any sense. So the general said no to that. But go ahead, Joe. Let me go ahead and play. Go ahead.
Okay.
The words of a bloodthirsty empire in decline and said Allah's name is too great for Trump's, and I'm quoting, Najee's mouth. That means dirty mouth. And then a U.S. senator said Trump's cabinet should be calling constitutional lawyers today about invoking 25th Amendment, the law that removes a president from power when he can no longer function. And we've seen a lot of signs of that. Over 3,500 people have been killed in Iran's war, 13 of them American soldiers, 1,600 civilians. The Pope said, lay down your weapons. The senator said, call your lawyers. Iran said, you're a dying empire. And Trump is tweeting F-bombs with praise be to Allah. I don't know what Tuesday brings, but the world is watching. Share this. Follow me on YouTube and Substack. Support my work through PayPal. And
can Donald Trump be removed as the president by his own cabinet? I'm not talking about being impeached. Simply the vice president to take over by citing him not fit for office. Potentially, such provision exists in the U.S. Constitution, the Section 4 of the 25th Amendment. In 1967, following the assassination of JFK, this portion of Constitution was designed to remove ambiguity regarding the succession and inability of the executive branch. This has become the new talking point of the internet. So what is it, and how can this be triggered? Let's discuss. So Trump's crazy rant against Iran have led to concern that he might not be fit for the office. He used profane language and directly threatening to hit Iran's infrastructure, which is against the rule of law. Languages such as "open the effing straight, you crazy bastard."
I know. She. Yeah, I looked at that. I'm like, damn. Man, America, you got some boldness, shit.
And you be living in hell is seemed as highly flammable.
Crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell.
And then he had praise Allah. Literally, I was in your voice. I'm like, praise Allah.
I love my love. All of those goofy shit.
Literally, I was reading that last point in your voice. Praise Allah.
Many leading lawmakers and politicians have called to invoke the 25th Amendment, raising concern that he is mentally unfit to fulfill his duty as the president. So the provision of the 25th Amendment has 4 parts, and they want Section 4 of it to be used against him. So let's briefly touch on Section 1 to 3, which is just basic stuff. Section 1 just says if the president dies, resigns, or is removed.
He's got a bunch of yes men. It's not going to happen. The people in his cabinet surround him with are all yes men. Yes, sir. They're not going to stand up to him exactly. It's never going to happen. It's going to take the Congress, which they don't got the numbers right now. Hopefully, when they in November they elect some more people to impeach his ass, because it's not. You're right. It's never going to happen. His own cabinet is not going to get rid of him. Those are yes people. Those are loyal. They're loyal to him. They're not going. They know he's nutty as hell. They know he's crazy, running around talking crazy. He's running around the White House talking about his ballroom, right? When Joe showed, he's like, when Joe showed me some of my ball, the ballroom's going to be the best ball. Everything's the best with this nut. It's going to be the best ball, and people say it's the best in history. It's going to be the best, right? And so now, when the judge said, you can't be adding no ballrooms, you moron. It's not your house. This is the people's house. You're just a resident for 4 years as president. You don't get to trade no balls without the American people agreeing. He's not looking all crazy. He want to go crazy. The people said I can do my ball. No, you got denied, moron. The White House is not your house. You're just living there for 4 years, you dummy. That's the people's house. You don't get to start building shit on there. Start building all kind of shit. They said no. He keep talking. They in the middle of sending people to war to die. He's talking about a goofy ballroom where you can dance and shit at. This motherfucker is crazy as cat shit. Crazy. And they're not gonna like you would say, get rid of. Remember, and also the news he's been fed, since he got a bunch of yes men, Trump actually doesn't know that we're losing. They filtered him all kind of bullshit. Look at us blowing up this stuff, Trump. He's like, yeah, God damn it, make my dick hard. Bomb them back to the Stone Age. Kill these motherfuckers. So that's what he's saying, right? So he sees these motherfuckers all getting blown up. Yeah, blow these motherfucking raghead bastards up. Blow them up. That's why I love it. So Trump is sitting there all fucking senile with his dick hard as shit.
Oh my
God. And he got his motherfucking, he got that, he got bomb these rag, how we call it, air motherfuckers, these raghead motherfuckers, bomb these ragheads. So they're showing Trump only the good stuff. So Trump's stupid ass hasn't seen that their whole incompetent plan, because they didn't have a plan. Remember, if you guys remember, America's been using something called shock and awe. Since we're such a dominant power, let me explain the shock and awe doctrine. Shout out to Naomi. If you guys want to read a good book, go get the book called Shock and Awe. So what America does, right? Since we're the most powerful military, we come and just try to blow you to bits. We shock you, boom, like you don't know we're coming. So we just bomb the fuck out you. You're in the tub taking a bath or some shit. You get blown out the tub. Right? You butt naked in the street, all fucked up, right? So it's shock and awe. So they want to shock you, boom, 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 boom. Shock and then awe. Then your mind's all fucked up. You're like, okay, I give up. Oh shit, shock it out. But Iran has been planning for 25 to 30 years for this war. They knew the shock and awe was coming. See, it's good when you know it's coming and they prepared for it. Shock and awe usually works. That's how we go in Iraq. We shock and awe, go in Iraq to start blowing up shit. Boom, 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 boom. Blow up all your religious mosques. You in there praying, Allah Akbar, and a bomb hit your ass. Oh, shit, Allah, nigga. Y'all blown up. Allah, nigga. Y'all blown the fuck up. Oh, shit. We can't fight.
That was how I was reading Trump's message, you guys. Allah in kids' voice. Allah, praise Allah.
Allah. So, motherfuckers that just in church, they in their mosque praying a big ass bomb at their ass. Allah in there. Because they don't know we coming. Allah Akbar. Boom! Allah Akbar. Be running around. Allah Akbar. All that old goopy shit, right? Because that's shock and awe, like they did in Venezuela. Venezuela was what? Shock and awe. Because Venezuela setting up didn't prepare for war, right? So that's why they can come in and get Maduro and shock, and they came in and kill motherfuckers. Everybody Venezuela was all fucked up. They came in, there's nothing we can do. They came in and took our leader and shot and killed people and took them out. So that's shock and awe. But, you study in shock and awe, you say, okay, what can defeat shock and awe? Preparation. Preparation can defeat shock and awe tactics. So what Iran did, they said, well, these motherfuckers are coming. We know they're coming. You'll be a fool to not know the white man in his savagery. I'm coming to see you. And I'm going to get that ass. I'm going to fuck your women. I'm going to rape your babies. And I'm going to eat them. All kind of shit. That's right. So you should know they're coming to see you. Right? Unless you're a moron. They're on both sides of your country. They come in Iraq and they came in Afghanistan. Both your borders. Like, man, these motherfuckers eventually going to come and see us. You should have to be arguing with nobody in your country. Oh, they're not never going to come. Then you throw that motherfucker in prison. Shut up. So they're coming to see you. So you start preparing. You say, well, they're going to use shock and awe like they did last year, right? You say these motherfuckers going to use shock and awe. They're going to use shock and awe. It's going to be a sneak attack. They're going to blow motherfuckers out their homes, have us all in shock. It's shock and awe. So do this for me, Joe. Get out there. Type in TikTok. Say what is shock and awe that the Americans use? Say what is shock and awe that the Americans use? Shock and awe tactics. Say shock and awe tactics. Yeah, shock and awe tactics that the Americans use. So understand. So
shock.
Shock. Yeah, shock. Like somebody shocked you. I'm shocked. Like you shocked you. Oh, this is shocking. It's shocking. Shock. S-H-O-C-K. Shock.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe.
Okay.
How you guys spell awe? I can't even spell it.
Oh, it's not R single word.
Is O-W-E? Shock and awe. O-W, I think. Shock and awe tactics. Say shock and awe. Isn't R O-W-E, guys?
Somebody type it for me kindly on, because TikTok have to be specific, man.
Let me hold on. Let me ask Google.
If you type something, it's gonna take you a whole different. Okay. Thank you. Oh, ow. Is it ow or ow? Some
military strategy.
Yeah, military strategy.
Its enemy's ability to fight by
Exactly.
overwhelming
Yeah, AWE. Yeah, thanks. Jim. I can say OWE. It's AWE. Exactly. Shock and awe is a military tactic, right? To overwhelm people, so they won't want to fight. So that's what America uses: shock and awe. They come in and break your back. So it's AWE. See, shock and awe tactics of the United States.
What's up, America? Sharks are getting high on blow. So for the first time, scientists have discovered traces of coke inside of the blood.
What is he talking about? What'd you write, Joe? What'd you type?
Hello. What's in shock and awe?
No, they say what?
Mm-hmm.
Are shock
and awe.
It's shock and awe. Shock and awe tactics. Tactics, yeah. Used by the United States military.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, I have a clip, and it talks about shock and awe.
Okay, it's shock. Me, I'm writing shock.
I said shock. I ain't said no shark. I said shock. I didn't say shark.
And I'm hearing shock for real. I'm not hearing shock.
What's that guy talking about a shark? What are you talking about? It's not shark and awe. Anybody was throwing sharks at people, Joby. It's shock and awe. The shock of mind.
Got it.
What we're through right now is shock and awe. It is a military tactic. Overwhelm you with as much information as possible and shocking information and what happens when you're shocked. You're paralyzed. See those little mini goats. When you shock them, they get stiff and they roll over and faint, right? Okay, same thing. But watch this video, and I might be right back. This video is about 6 minutes long. So I hope this helps.
But right now we're going to focus on shock and awe. So what is this tactic? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's shock and then awe. What happens is the person committing shock and awe gives you as much crazy, overwhelming information as possible, as rapidly as they can.
Go to the next one with the man you had on there. Go to the next one.
And you need to be redirected to another target for priority. You can, if there's a communications link, and the control room can actually redirect them and all that. But basically, they are operating off of a master plan. The initial strike is a very carefully planned.
It's a shot.
Basically, it's
boom, boom, boom. So imagine Joe be in the studio and a bunch of bombs drop on that screen. You be shocked. Oh, you living. You ball out the goddamn studio blown up. You barely living, ball bloody. You all, we got to give up. And then the Americans and the Israelis are so vicious with that shit. When you all fucked up, they come back and double tap that ass. So you fucked up, right? You fucked up, and they wait for people to come help you because they now blew you up. So they wait for the damn policemen and the fire department to show up and the ambulance, and then they hit their ass. It's called a double tap. You all fucked up. You blew out the building. Shocking off. And then when people come in to help the people that blown up where the missile hit, they gonna wait for those people to show up to come help you in the rubble, get you out, and they gonna hit you again. Boom! They gonna double
that's a shock and
double tap your ass. That's right. Shock and awe. That's right. Shock and awe.
time on target. You don't want to start it prematurely and give advance. So everything flows into strike just about the same time. So you're going to launch a ship's here, a ship's there. This ship that's further away is going to fire first. Then you'll fire. And the idea is that you're going to come in, and hit your target at the same time as aircraft are flying, releasing their standoff munition. So it's all a carefully choreographed thing. Yeah. And the targets are picked for maximum effect of the shock and awe of the goals and objectives.
So I'm trying to break your back, Joe, and your will to fight. So they were hoping they're gonna use shock and awe on Iran. We're gonna come in and bomb the fuck out you. Shock and awe, boom, 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 boom. The motherfucker smacking you in the head. Boy, daddy, stop. I give up. I surrender. You all butt naked, fucked up in the street, shrapnel in your neck bleeding out. Then somebody comes help you, then they double tap that ass. Boom, 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 boom. As they trying to help you, they blow your ass up, and the people coming to help you. Shocking out.
Like you've said, Iran has been preparing for this for so long.
Exactly.
I believe you do know your enemy's tactics because you've seen him or her using tactics of other people. So
exactly. This, that, and the other thing. So, all this data has reflected. Why can I speak about this? Gosh, I helped plan the strategic air campaign against Iraq, and I know intimately what went into the first night strike against Iraq in Operation Desert Storm.
Past practice against Iraq, Iran's neighbor. That's what we came in with against Iraq. We shocked and awe. When I was in the motherfuckers throwing up their weapons, running. They didn't want to fight. They were so fucked up in the head, they running away from us with their weapons. They came with shock and awe. Boom, 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 boom. You in your mosque praying a goopy hour. Boom! You blow out the goddamn, your ass come flying out the mosque. All your clothes are ripped off because y'all butt naked in the street, all cut up. Then somebody come running, hit you now, do another strike, waiting for your ass, because got my satellites looking down, waiting for everybody to show up. Then I double tap your ass. Boom, 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 boom. Shock and awe. We give up, goddamn. This is some wicked shit.
It's given a certain movie I was watching, I think sometime last year, similar to that. And then when those people were bombed, the military immediately just went in and shot everyone, including even the children who are alive, like tata. Like they don't care who is alive, like just finishing them off.
Yeah, you're killing the kids. Shocking off.
Crazy.
I'm trying to shatter your mind. You don't want to fight back. I'm shattering your mind, Joby.
You did all that, kid?
That's what shocking eye is, Joby. It's to shatter the mind.
No, you did all that. You went and killed people who are alive.
What? I'm supposed to die? Shit, I'm gonna let them kill me? What are you talking about? You just did all that. I'm supposed to let them kill me? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just asking like shit.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh my God. No, I'm not saying that, but shit.
Yeah, it was war. I was forced to go. I was shit. I'm gonna kill. I'm not gonna kill. I'm not gonna kill me.
I'm a fighter, but I don't think I have that spirit.
Gotcha.
There's been technological updates.
And your resources.
Blow me with that shit.
Same concepts apply to this one. So basically, a target deck was picked, and then each target was selected. You assign a weapon to each target based upon the damage you want, weapons availability, etc. Some will be struck by aircraft, some will be struck by cruise missiles. And so you're doing that. Now, what goes into the target deck? This is where your campaign priorities come into play. We know a couple of things. We know that regime change was definitely one of the priorities. We also know that suppression of Iranian ballistic missile capability or cruise missile capability is another priority. And so,
well, like Joby said, Iran knew you were going to come in with shock and awe. They didn't know what day, but because you tried it last year, so they knew you were coming again. Like it's they're prepared. So they prepared their people, which is common sense. Sorry, you could be African niggas, don't ever prepare your people with shit that happened. You go talk to your people, say, listen, these people are going to come. They want our oil. They want to overthrow our government. They want to put their puppet in. Remember, we got free in 79. They want to put back their puppet. So they're going to come and tell the world, oh, we're terrorists, we're blah, 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 and all that shit. But they're coming. So we're going to spend the next 25 years building shit, and we're gonna be ready. So it's not gonna be no shot. So when they come and blow us up, which they did, that's why Trump is out there talking crazy. We didn't bomb the hell out these bastards. You gonna keep bombing it back to the Stone Age, right? You're gonna be out here butt naked in our line, and you're gonna have hell rained on you bastards, right? Talking crazy because it's the shock and awe. But shock and awe doesn't work if people spend 30 years prepared, because you're not on them and they're not shocked because they've known their whole lives. One day you're gonna show up and start fucking up shit. It's gonna be, and it's gonna be out the blue. No one's gonna tell us. We're not gonna, but we're gonna know that you're gonna eventually do it. And we're gonna be ready. We say, okay, now, okay, so we're not. The mind is not shocked when we get hit without knowing. When they just come and start blowing our ass up. Okay, it's time. It's time. Now we, like Joe said, we have our strategy rating. We know they can't. Okay, we knew they were coming. See, like Joby said, they underestimated what Iran was. They thought the shock and awe would work, and it didn't, because our strategy was already ready. You underestimated. You thought, because I blew motherfuckers out of the mosque and I double tapped them and blew up people in the street, and we're gonna be like, okay, America, we surrender. You no good baby eating bastards. We surrender. You no good child fucking rapists. We surrender. So we're not gonna do none of that. So let me see if Joe puts up. Have Joe type in what is double tap from the military? You guys know what double tap is? Like I said, double tap is when they kill a bunch of people. This is how you know this is some more evil shit. It's got double tap. So
United States and Israel are using a tactic in warfare called double tap.
Exactly.
And what that basically means is that after they initially airstrike or missile strike a certain location and target, they wait a few minutes to target that same place again, mainly because the first people on the scene are emergency first responders or medical personnel to get people out of the rubble, right? To save people's lives. So the United States and Israel will target that same place again to kill the emergency first responders and the medical personnel to maximize casualties. Do you know how evil this is? And the United States and Israel is using this tactic in Palestine, Lebanon, and Iran. These days, when I open up my phone, I cannot tell which country the United States and Israel is destroying today. And in the last few years, I have had the honor of visiting Palestine, Lebanon, and Iran. And it is truly the honor of my life to have witnessed these countries and to see their beauty. But to witness their destruction now, it leaves me speechless. There are times where I have to check in with my friends to just know that they're alive. Yesterday, I was speaking to my friend in Lebanon, and he was like, his friend was killed in an airstrike just 2 hours ago. Like, the level of destruction it's beyond me, like they are not just killing people, they are destroying infrastructure, hospitals, schools, people's homes. Do you know how difficult it is to build a home? Like, think about how expensive it is here to buy a home. It's even more expensive for people in these countries.
Shock and awe, lady. They're using shock and awe tactics. And then, like I said, they're using shock and awe, and then they're using double tap. Because we did that. I know that because I was in the military. We did it then. America's evil. So what you do, you use overwhelming firepower on the place, shock and awe, had the people's mind all fucked up. Like I said, they getting pulled from rubble, right? You get pulled out the rubble. You always button. I hate to tell you guys have been in war. The force of any explosion tears your clothes off. So most of you put anybody out there, motherfucker, butt naked. Everybody butt naked, penises out, all kind of crazy shit. Because the force of an explosion rips your clothes off. So then when they pull you out of the damn rubble, you got the emergency forces coming, then they double tap it. So they helping you get out, and they send another bomb in and kill them. Boom, 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 boom. So it's some real evil shit. So, so you try to come in your life, I'm trying to save lives, I'm coming in here to save you. And then you're going to get bombed too. Because once they sense the double tap is, their logic is that we're going to kill off all the all the people that can give help and aid. That's usually all your nurses, your paramedics, your doctors. So I want to get rid of them in your country. So when I'm fucking you up, you can't get no help. You won't have no. So I destroy most of your doctors who can help you when you got shrapnel coming out your neck or your ball sack has been blown off. There's no help for you because I done killed all your doctors and nurses, your primary caregivers. I done murdered their ass. So it's shock and awe. And so, like I said, Iran was ready for the shock and awe tactics. And so they built drones. They knew America was going to try to invade them. Said, "Oh, these motherfuckers are going to try to invade us." So what they did, they built a bunch of drones and what they call asymmetric warfare. They knew they couldn't fight America hand to hand, so they used asymmetric. So you fight a bigger person, guys. Let's say you got a bigger person, right? And you can't really fight them up because he's just too big. So you look at the weak points. What are the weaknesses? And so you fight an asymmetric war, which Iran is doing masterfully. And I also understand Iran's critical geography in the area. So Iran sits on a choke point of oil for the rest of the world. And like, oh shit, we sit on economics for the whole world. The whole world gets oil out of that place. And without that oil, the whole world shuts down. Japan shuts down, China shuts down, the Philippines, because all that oil, the fuel their cars come out of there. You say, oh shit, okay, I got control over these 30% of the world's oil. I can destroy America's empire economically, and they won't be able to fund. See, if I destroy America economically, they won't be able to fund this military that's coming after me. There's no money. They won't be able to pay nobody, right? So, like you said, like Iran has made it clear. Okay, you start bombing civilian targets here, which is a crime against men. See, these crimes, like Joe, unless you got power, these crimes don't mean shit. See, if Iran couldn't fight back, you see the UN ain't said shit now and helping them. If Iran couldn't fight back, the UN would never say shit. It's about power. Only power gets justice. You better learn that with a world full of savages, your main thing is to get power. Because all this, oh, this is unfair, oh, democracy, oh, that's all bullshit they tell you. While they bombing and killing you and taking over your country. See, once they put a puppet in your country, say, oh, we brought democracy back to Iran. They got democracy now. That we stealing all their shit and they're impoverished and the money goes to us. We got democracy. See how it works? See, that's why unless you have power, you don't get any justice. So Iran was already understanding that they were going to have a skill in resonating power, having power shown militarily. We're going to be no like the African, oh, that's so wrong. Oh, you're so evil. Oh, please stop. That shit don't work. See, people say that shit, they got to turn around and open up their butthole. Some puppy shit. Oh, please stop. Don't do it. It means you're getting your butthole. You're getting a dick in your butthole. You got, all that nicely stuff does not work. So Iran, understanding that, they started preparing. Okay, this is what we got to do. We can't fight them directly, but these are the strategies we can use. We got to control this oil. So Iran ain't did nothing. They had sanctions on Iran for 37 years since they got freedom from these white people. Since they overthrew, they had a revolution. First thing white people did threw sanctions on them, like Cuba, try to break them down. But Iran knew this. Iran said, okay, we're going to develop our own education systems, and we're going to build weapon systems for power. That's why the white people, American, and Israel, blowing up. They're blowing up colleges in. They run around blowing up colleges in Iran. They're blowing up these universities, right? Because Iran's told you it was their youth. I told you it's your youth would innovate you out of everything you need done. The Iranians said it was their youth that came up with all these new tactics and all these new drones. It was their youth because they were educating their youth for this time period, right? You don't go because they couldn't go to nobody else, ask how do you do this? Like they have always begging, how you do this? Show us how to do this, like daddy. Show us how to do this, and everything will give you. Whenever you go beg to somebody else for any kind of technology, they don't give you they don't give you their technology. They're gonna give you a little bit, but not enough to defeat them. So that's stupid, even big. You learn to do it yourself. So what happened? Iran, right? So now we can Iran. Okay, so you got this goddamn demented moron in the White House talking about bombing them back to the Stone Age, right? So Iran said, listen, you do that, the American dollar will cease to exist. Remember, our dollar is based off Saudi oil. It's the petrodollar. Saudi Arabia is going to cease to exist. Qatar, and they're talking about economically, guys. And they got the power, right, to do this. They said Qatar, Bahrain, the UAE, that wicked ass Dubai and Abu Dhabi bullshit, Kuwait, they're going to cease to exist. And they're honest. They said these are puppet dictators' families put in by the British. People don't represent them, so we blow all that shit. They don't got no money. They're going to be overthrown. Remember those guys? The white man came and gave them money with that fake, with the oil. Even though they do the Africans steal all their oil, they let the Arabs hold a lot of that oil, right? So the Arab countries got rich. Remember, all these Arab families are fucking stupid. They didn't build that. Remember, the white man, Europe and America built that shit for these dumbass Arabs and put them in power for this whole. And the Iranians know this. That's what they're talking about. Said these puppet ass families, we'll get rid of their ass. See, they already knew the strategy. Said we'll get rid of their ass. We'll blow all that fucking infrastructure the hell up. We'll blow it all up. Fuck around and find out. And they know they got nothing to defend it with them. They said, Kuwait, remember, you guys remember when we went to a war against Iraq in the 90s, right? Because he was invading Kuwait, right? Iran is openly tell you, Kuwait is a fake. All these, you guys don't know. Same what they did with Africa. They did what you call Northeast Africa, the Middle East. These countries are fake. They're made up. When the Ottoman Empire fell in World War I, the white man moved in, because that was the whole thing to destroy. If you guys know what World War I was actually about, it was to break up the Ottoman Empire. Forget all the fake stories they tell you. Because the Jews came to the Ottoman Emperor and said, hey, we want to, because first they thought about going to Kenya and Uganda. They said, nah, too many fucking wild animals over there, lions and shit. So they said, okay, we want to relocate in Palestine. And of course, it'd be under your rule. And the Ottomans said, absolutely not. And so remember, the Rothschilds, it's okay. Remember, the Turkish Empire was weak. And they knew they could break it. It was becoming weak. So they were going to draw them into the war so they can break it up and create that Israel shit, right? They were going to break it up. We don't know Iraq, all these fake, only one that was still there, Iran wasn't part of the Turkish Empire, but Iraq, Kuwait, Israel, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, all that shit was the Turkish Empire. So all these countries are made up by the British, and when the Turks lost the war, now you got the little bitty country called Turkey right there, right? But that was an empire going all the way down to Africa. Remember, Turkey went all the way down in the northeast Africa and all the way up the northern part from Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Egypt. That was all the Turkish Empire. They controlled all that shit, right? That's why when you see as these northern African countries were getting free of these European powers, you had the Libyans controlled by the Italians, you had the Algerians controlled by the French, because they all got these lands after the Ottoman Turk Empire collapsed during World War I. But to say this, now Iran is saying, these fake dictatorships that these fake families. Remember, that part of Northeast Africa was called Arabia. Now it's called Saudi, named after this goofy family. The Saud, House of Saud, the Saud family. That's fake. These people are fake kings created by white people. Same thing they did with Africa. These fake ass countries. And Iran is telling you, these countries are fucking fake. And so if you bomb our infrastructure, our lights, our power, and all this kind of, you know what we're going to do? There will be no more oil at all coming out. Saudi Arabia is going to cease to exist. They tell you it's going to cease because remember, these things are based on their oil money. These morons ain't built no real economy except for the oil that the white man came and put there. UAE, these fucking clown ass motherfucking pedophiles and evil motherfuckers that they remember all these Arab motherfuckers, they're all in the Epstein files too. They've been fucking babies and eating them too. Understand that? So Iran is saying, we're not going to allow this shit to exist no more. All these fake countries that the British had created and the French and all these white Europeans created, we're getting rid of that shit. We're getting rid of that. All these fake countries we're going to get fucking rid of. And that means we're going to destroy their oil. Remember, you can bomb a person's oil back to its unproductive. It'll take them 50, 60 years. Those countries will go broke. And guess what? There's going to be revolutions because nobody put these fucking fake kings in power. The people are going to uprise and kill their ass in the streets. And Iran knows that. Iran said they're going to be overthrown. The people are going to rise up and kill them because they're not even real kings. They wasn't putting it by the people. And that's why anybody, you never hear the damn, and when they went around talking about African democracy, you never hear the white man and the UN talking about the Arab countries being dictatorship. Those aren't democracies. Those are fake kingdoms that they set up. So why did they say, oh, there's no democracy in Saudi Arabia? There's no democracy in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. There's no democracy in Qatar. There's no democracy in Kuwait. Because that's where they got that's where they get their money from. I don't give a fuck about those guys being dictators. They put them in there. So Iran is saying we're going to get rid of that shit. We're going to get rid of it. There will be no American bases that will be able to do strikes from here to us. Remember, like we said, shock and awe. The only reason why America could do shock and awe because you had American bases in Kuwait, you had American bases in Saudi Arabia, you have American bases in Abu Dhabi, you have American bases in Bahrain, you have American bases in Dubai, you have American bases in Qatar. Ain't that funny? So they can so you can use your engagement from these fucking puppet countries and use shock and awe against fucking Iran. And the funny part about it, when Iran started bombing, you know, all white people, oh, they're bombing their neighbors. Yeah, they're doing now the white people in the fake UN is upset about Iran bombing supposedly their neighbors, right? The fake puppet states. No, Iran should be condemned for bombing their neighbors. Not that their neighbors have American bases that they're bombing, taking off, and doing shock and awe against Iran. You see how this fake systems even work? This fake United Nations? And they didn't condemn, you guys see, they didn't condemn America and Israel for bombing using shock and awe tactics on Iran. They condemned Iran for being able to defend itself. See how crazy and evil this is? See how wicked? The UN drafted a resolution condemning Iran for defending itself. It's not real in America for bombing, using shock and awe, and killing innocent people and children. No. Everybody knows UN is fake. It's phony. So that's why Trump again, that's why Trump again, you know, remember he said he's supposed to bomb them today. You seen he bombing today? So I want Joby type it on TikTok, Joby said, Donald Trump says he's going to bomb Iran on April 6th. You guys don't see that? Because he already told him, go ahead and bomb. Go and bomb this shit. And Saudi Arabia and all this oil shit won't exist. So it won't be no more oil coming out of there. Oil is gone. That won't exist. So you're talking about putting all your allies into the Stone Age. So where will Japan get its oil, Korea, China? I mean, they can go to Russia. Russia probably can fulfill that. But that means they're gonna make Russia rich. Russia's supposed to be the enemy, supposedly. Supposed to be our enemy. You know, but if you do that, you're gonna make Russia wealthy. Because everybody's got to go to Russia to get oil, go back to America, over here with Venezuela. Because as far as getting money, and I love it. All these racist ass Arabs, you're gonna be in power. You goopy niggas in Africa, you'll still suck their dicks while they poor. They'll bomb them back to being impoverished. Because they be flooding, remember they're gonna be flooding Africa because Iran already told you we're gonna give you the oil and your desalinization. The guy, I'm gonna have Joby show the one professor you guys have been talking all the time. He said, you better leave now. Because remember, they don't have any water there. There's no water. They built desalination because they got wealthy. They were able to build desalination plants to do reverse osmosis from the Gulf of the Persian Gulf into their countries and create salt water into fresh water. Iran said we're bombing all that shit. That's not going to exist. We're going to bomb that in the oil. So you're talking about these dumbass Arabs going back. You always forget, before these dumbass Arabs got free of the Turkish Empire, they were always poor goat and goddamn camel herders, camel jockeys they call them. They were impoverished. They didn't have any power. They were poor. So that's what they're gonna go back to, being impoverished. Tell these goofy African shit, oh, they still are massive with Allah, but they ain't got no money. Allah made them broke. Allah fucked them up.
Fury, where we're doing unbelievably well, well at a level that nobody's ever seen before.
That's crazy talking.
The entire country could be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night.
One night.
Plants could be a war crime. I'm not worried about it. You know, it's a war crime having a nuclear weapon, allowing a sick country with demented leadership have a nuclear weapon.
See, this is how they use the media. It's America that's been killing people with shock and awe. Iran ain't murdered nobody, ain't not bombed nobody. It's been America using shock and awe against Iraq, Afghanistan, fucking everywhere we go. We use shock and awe, blowing them. We use the shock and awe right now in Cuba. Turn off all that lights, got motherfuckers dying. Somebody helping. We're helping. We got babies dying in Cuba from being on incubators, all kind of shit. We're the evil fucking empire. That's why we can do what we want to do. That's why the UN. Why won't the UN step in and stuff? Because these are crimes. These are all crimes. What America doing is criminal. This is a known fact. It's not me speaking hyperbolically, right? These are facts. Why would the UN call in and say America's committing crime? Because America and these other fucking cats create that fake fucking UN. You see how it doesn't work? But it's doing resolutions against Iran, who's being attacked. Iran's getting punched in the head. Here, take it. Iran won't fall back and be knocked out. Keep getting back up and fight. Goddamn, I told you, take this damn bitch, motherfucker. Take it. Iran gets hit, gets back up like a damn pop-up dog gets hit, pops back up. Whoop, I'm here, nigga, and blows up, start blowing up shit, right? So the whole scam is that these cats are supposed to run everything, control everybody's resources, and impoverish everybody. They get to kill children, kill this. And so, like I said, like Joby said, Iran had been preparing. And they knew they heard that they, pun intended, they knew they had a trump card. The trump card, motherfucker, we control almost half the world's oil supply. You talking about Africa? Africa's fucked up because Africa ain't developed shit. It's gonna fuck Africa up because these fucking goofy niggas in Africa ain't never built shit. They know their population until now, like in Kenya, hold them accountable. All these puppets and all these fake ass puppet leaders in Africa who ain't built shit because their people were kept stupid. They had school fees. It's like, this gonna affect Africa. African people are gonna starve. They import it. How the fuck are you importing everything in Africa and you got the world's best land?
Shit, I'm going to the beach. Shit.
Make it make sense. You got motherfuckers praying to these fake ass gods. Jesus, this goddamn white man with the dirty robe, or this fucking Allah moron. Allah Akbar. That ain't gonna stop your stomach from touching your backbone, nigga. So,
getting food from the village. Shit.
Exactly. Everybody gonna go there. We fight you. Get out the way, guys. I'm in the village. But anyway, but that's what's happening, right? Because Africa never developed itself. When it has, it's crazy. It has everything. So it's gonna affect. So Iran knows it's gonna affect the world. They got to say, listen, you want to fuck around and keep fucking with us? We're gonna destroy the world. And if they do it, guys, because remember, these are psychopaths. They don't care. They've been trying to unalive the rest of the world anyway. Well, this the crazy Rothschilds and Rockefeller, not the fake ass Orsini family. They keep Orsini family, get out of that shit. Anyway, so And we know that Epstein was working for what? The Rothschilds. He told you in the files. I'm working for the Rothschild family. Of course he is. You wicked ass, no good bastard. Right? While they run around fucking babies. Imagine they fucking babies. Ain't nobody crazy. They've been fucking babies and then eating them. It's how crazy this sounds. I told y'all this 10 years ago, but I was the crazy motherfucker with the hat. I was the crazy motherfucker with the hat. And I told you they were fucking babies and eating them. Imagine they telling the Africans can't even fathom none of this shit. Their minds are so like children that these motherfuckers they worshiping have been fucking babies and eating them. What? Fucking a baby? Yeah, I fuck him and then I put him in a pot and cook his ass. So that's what you got, right? These are the motherfuckers that's telling you about human rights. The baby fuckers, the ones that have been eating them. They're gonna try to tell you about some human rights and this fake Jesus shit. Remember, Trump said, "Oh, we're about Christians. We're Christians. And it's about the Lord." Is the Lord got you fucking a baby and eating it? What Lord is this? Because they know that shit's for the morons. You morons worship this fake ass shit. Do a little research. What no motherfucker walk around in no dirty ass robe on water, all this goofy shit you believe in. You're a moron. So I can say, anybody, you guys have been with me for 10 years. I've said this, what's bad happened to me? As the Jesus or the Allah came and struck me down. Oh, Jesus. I'm just the crazy motherfucker with the hat, right? So, so anyway, I'm gonna let Joker go ahead and talk. Go ahead, Joker.
And if I allowed that to happen, like 7 other presidents did, every president said, you know, many of them are saying be off the record and they're saying behind the scene, they should have done this a long time ago.
Ain't nobody ain't nobody saying this to this crazy motherfucker. Behind the scenes, everybody says I'm right. No, everybody's saying they got to get you out of office because you are a moron and a despot and and you're halfway retarded. Behind the scenes, everybody's agreeing with me and saying I'm right. Other presidents, that's how crazy this cat get. Go ahead.
37 years this has been going on, and every one of those presidents should have done it. And
he told you 47 years it's been going on since Iran got real independent. Remember, they stole Iran back in 1952 when they had actually, like we said, a real democracy. So they put their real leader in as president, and the president said, you know what? The British and the Americans can no longer get money from our oil. Our money has to go, our oil has to go to our people so we give them good educations, give them good jobs, and help them grow and help us grow our economy. The white man said, what? God damn it, your fucking oil belongs to me, not to you. This is the Rothschild family. Your oil belongs to me, not to you and your goofy people. Fuck your people. This is what they've done all over the world. Everybody see Africa's impoverished. Africa has all these resources because Africa don't control the resources. It's the same shit they do everywhere. So they went to Iran. Iran put in their leader, a president. They loved him, right? He said. So they put their president Mossadegh in, right? Mossadegh said, you know what? See, that's what they do. You see in Africa, they do that private, public partnership bullshit. Well, they steal shit again from the goofy African again. So they tried that shit again in Iran, and Mossadegh said, no, this oil, this wealth belongs to me and my people for their development. And what? How dare you, you dirty raghead? What do you mean this oil belongs to you and your people, and you're going to make your people rich off your oil? So they what? They overthrew his ass, right? They overthrew him, put him in jail, and they had him murdered. This is not hyperbole. This is a fact. This is fact. This is fact. So they put their king out because they didn't want. Remember, they always scream out this democracy. And Joby showed you last week with the Shah, with the king of Iran, right? So they didn't care about no democracy. So they gave him a king like they did with these other fake Arab puppet states. These fake fucking kings. So they put a king in it, right? The Shah of Iran, right? And Joby showed you at the end, when he knew they about to revolt against that, he started making changes. Like Joby said, oh, y'all want a little bit of democracy? I'll give you a little democracy. He started changing, but it was too late. The people had enough. That's almost like Kenya. The people had enough, and they overthrew his ass. They had a revolution. So you hear this white man, you hear this Dominic ass, you hear this Dominic wicked ass white bastard here talking about, see, when they overthrew the government and took our oil away, and that's what he's been talking crazy. Remember, he said, all that oil, go get it. That oil, he's telling you in his goopy tweets, Iran oil belongs to me. I'm going to have Joby pull that up too. Iran oil belongs to us. We're going to take it and steal it. That's what this is about. Stealing people's shit. What they've been doing in Africa for the last fucking 300 years. Like I said, how can Africa be the richest continent and everybody run around Africa's butt-ass poor? What you think is going on? So he's telling you it was wrong for the Iranians to have revolution and to get control of their own oil. And so when they got control of the oil, guess what they did? They put them on sanctions. Same way they did with the Zimbabweans when they got their own land back. How dare you go against white people? We steal and we rob and we kill, and that's the way it's supposed to stay. We rob you goofy motherfuckers, and that's the way it's supposed to stay. But Iran, not being cowards, shout out to them, said, nah, you're not going to steal from us. If we're going to stay fucked up and butt naked out here, that ain't going to happen. So he's telling you 47 years ago, it's been 47 years ago since they stole their oil back and their money. Fuck that. It's wrong. Type this up, Joey. Yeah, type this up on TikTok. Say Trump tells the world. Trump tells the world to go take Iranian oil. Go take it. See, this is about. This is what this is about. You understand this? Now, how dare these fucking dirty ass stinking Iranians take the oil back from us? The white people belongs to us. Their shit belongs to us. You need to know this.
If I had my choice, what would I like to do? Take the oil. Because it's there for the taking. There's not a thing they can do about it. Unfortunately, the American people.
Now, this is why I want you to know the mind of white people, psychopaths. You could be niggas think they're your friends. He tell you openly, what I like to do, I'm going to take their oil. It's ours. It's there for the taking. Steal their shit. And you hear no white people ever give it because this is who they are globally. That's why we had that lady on her show this morning talking about taking South African land. Oh, we took it and we put apartheid on their ass. This psychopath.
would like to see us come home. We're up to
from the beginning of this show, how they were stealing the land in Kenya, put motherfuckers in concentration camps, stealing the land, cutting off dicks and putting it in their mouth. Put this dick in your mouth, nigga. Who dick is this? Is your dick? We cut it off. We put it in your mouth. Go ahead.
Me, I'd take the oil, I'd keep the oil, and would make plenty of money.
That's right, see?
If I had my choice, what would I like to do? Take it.
And all of you goofy motherfuckers, you'll say, in Jesus' name, or Allah's name, nigga. Jesus wants us to steal their oil. And Allah too. And Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob, they all want us to steal the oil.
And Bobby.
The oil. Because it's there for the taking. There's not a thing they can do about it.
Nothing they can do about it.
Unfortunately, the American people would like to see us come home. If it were up to me, I'd take the oil, I'd keep the oil, and would make plenty of money. And I'd also take care of the people of Iran much better than.
How you gonna take care of the people that steal their oil? Is that crazy talk? And I want you to know. See, he's not. They want you to think. See, Trump. They don't like Trump because Trump says the quiet part out loud. This is how they all are, but they want to be diplomatic and say, well, we're going to do partnerships with blah, blah, blah. But they all want to do the same shit Trump do, steal your shit. But they want to be able to talk about in democracy, democracy, help Joby with democracy in Africa, and let her be able to vote. And her vote don't mean shit because we're going to steal all the shit she has.
It's crazy. They're not getting the lessons because I saw the lesson being taught during the weekend. Did you know Amazon was not working? Amazon, the app, literally it was down after they hit it.
Damn, I didn't go on the shit. I didn't even look at Amazon.
Yeah, it was not working. Friday, Saturday,
That's
Amazon.
That's right. That big thing. Yeah, the power plant being your air. Because you in the air with Amazon because they blew it up. Iran blew that shit up.
Yeah, it came back yesterday because mostly I'm always watching movies on Netflix or Amazon. So I was trying to check Amazon what it has on Friday night. Then that shit kept logging me off, taking me back, taking me all the way. I was like, damn.
Blow it up again, Iran. They didn't put it back together. Blow that shit up again.
It's crazy, man. But I see Jibba Jabba in the building, Byron, Jason, John Mosquito, shout out to everyone with us. On the
Hey,
chat.
you gotta put that Cash App. I gotta be like Dr. Umar. Cash App right there, Cash App. At Mr. Blackout Fire. I need some money, y'all. To pay everybody.
Yep.
Shout out to you, Jibba Jabba. I seen your thing on the network. 25. Appreciate it. Listen, if you guys want me to start coming on the weekend, I need to get compensated. That's just real. I do all the shows during the week. By the weekend, I'll be like, man, get that. You guys trying to work me down. You guys got to donate a little bit of money, at least $10 a month. Shit. Help a brother out. Don't make me sound like Dr. Umar. I don't see the Cash App family. With the Cash App family.
Yeah, we don't see the Cash App, so please bring the Cash App.
I don't see the Cash App family.
Yeah, putting these shows together, like I keep on telling you guys, it's not really easy.
This shit costs money.
Can you imagine? We should
the damn app. I need to go to the cheaper app. The StreamYard app is expensive as shit. I need to go to that damn Restream. Just to have this app that we use is expensive. God damn. All this shit
And Zibazabo was saying earlier, he has an
air complex that.
I was to say Irie.
Air. It means he has an or what's the best way to describe air? He has a people can see he's confident. He has an air, a projection that people know he's confident not to fuck with him. His air.
Yeah. I was to put my Jamaican slang in there, Irie. But shout out to Byron, John Mosquito as well says Traore was educated.
Pause. Joby got the nerve to much you're gonna put a Jamaican slang, right? That is the worst Ebonics. You don't get mad about that. We don't know the fuck these motherfuckers can say. That Jamaican slang is not even. That's the worst Ebonics. Joby ain't got no problem with that.
A lie, because that's a goddamn lie. You lie. Ain't no Ebonics about Jamaican accents.
What?
That's
the worst Ebonics. Goopy words they put together.
Nothing Ebonics about it.
Ross Clock, suck your mother.
There's nothing Ebonics about it. Also, Jibba says, yep, they landed at an abandoned airbase, the C-130 Iran. And Jason says, yeah, go smoke pop in the military. They will hurry and get someone out. And also see, Jibba says he threw the tile over the rose garden. I think that's on Trump's case. And also says the U.S. got cocky and went deeper into Iran and found out they had infrared radar. Infrared radar. Infrared radar. Okay.
You can see them in the dark, Joby.
And also see Jabez says Joby must have watched Sharknado. What's that? I don't know what's that.
What happened? Joby must have watched Sharknado. Oh, he said, well, yeah, doing the sharks. That's a series that you find on Amazon where they got sharks flying in the air, killing people and shit. The shark is the most dumbest shit. It's sharks that kill people and shit.
I've not watched that. Like I said, during the weekend, I really wanted to watch Amazon so bad, by the way. Oh, like, shit, I'm not finding anything on Netflix. Then I'm like...
You were saying that because you thought saying shark and not shock.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Jiba says I had the showing Trump clips from Chuck Norris movies for the world briefing. They make fun of people make a lot of fun about Chuck Norris. I don't get it why. Like I don't
because he can't really fight Joby. That's why. Like we said, Joby being a kid, going up looking at these goofy white people fighting. Chuck Norris in Delta Force. Joby really believed that this goofy, low budget white man can actually fight. He can't, Joby. Okay?
Yeah, that was my favorite character. I don't care still.
We're sorry we're hurting your feelings and hurting
No.
your feelings. Okay? Chuck Norris can't fight.
That was my childhood character. My favorite character. Him and Van Damme. That was like shit. Don't play with
Another
these two.
Van Damme who can't, another fake French white man who can't fight in real life.
Those are my favorite.
And Van Damme, his movie was so bad because he couldn't even really act. His acting was so bad because his English was so bad because he's French. I want to save you. What did he say? He say gonna save him? What the fuck is this motherfucker saying? I'm going to save you from the bad people's what? What am I watching? What is this shit?
That was crazy.
Little killer. Yes, get him, Van Damme. Do what you do, man.
Man, shout out to my mom for keeping me up with those trends. Literally. Shout out to my mom. She ensured she got what I wanted, literally to make me happy.
You'll be all happy. Mama, we're gonna have Dolly while we watch Van Damme.
And, you know, my mom's. When my mom was married, her house was like one of the beautiful houses, like the auntie with the money or married to someone with money type thing. So all my cousins used to come every weekend. Then we watched the Van Damme and Chuck Norris movies because their moms couldn't afford buying those CDs. So like, yeah, the cousin with the CDs, like you.
I think you guys see this movie. You know what? I'm gonna have a play this week. We're gonna this Friday and next Friday. We're gonna play. You guys remember Kill Bill? I'm gonna just put this up there. Kill Bill 1 and 2. I know this movie Joby would like. I'm gonna play one of the scenes. Huh, Joby?
Sounds familiar. Let me see.
Yeah, we're gonna say. I don't think Joby has seen it, so we're gonna play Kill Bill 1 and 2. I like that movie. Let's say Kill.
I've not watched that one. No. I've not watched that one. But I see shout to 10 Speed, Monique. Jiba Jaba says 60% of us aluminium comes from that region. Shout to K Williams as well. Aaron James, nice to see you. Jaraki. Mr. John Mosquito says it seems to me that Trump is supposedly manipulating the economy with this senseless war. And I also see Jaraki says anti-black humans drop religion, miscegenation, and homophilia. There will be no hope, just suffrage and sacrifice under enemies. And I also see, yeah, those are all the comments. Literally, Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Give me a second. I'm gonna share this real quick, guys. Give me a second. Let me share this real quick. So let me share this real quick, guys. Let me share this real quick. Let me put this on right here real quick. Where is that right here? Okay, let's see. YouTube. This is for copyright. This copyright disclaimer for educational purposes only. Copyright Act 1976 allowance made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by blah blah blah. I forgot. Got Jiraki's damn thing. I can't read up. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. Let me remember.
Anyway, I put that. Let me share this real quick. You guys remember Kill Bill? Let's see. Let me go here. So we're gonna show this. One like share screen. Up here with this. Let me know when you guys can see my screen. You guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Let's go here.
Interesting.
They probably gonna stop it. They're probably gonna stop me doing it. So, but anyway, remember at the cop they would get to fighting again. And she gonna kill her, right? Remember she gonna kill her, and the little girl would say, "You killed my mom," and the girl would say, "Well, when you grow up and you want your revenge, you come find me, bitch." Remember tell her girl that. Remember you guys, Exactly. She can't move like that now. Rebecca Box all fat and out of shape and all. Oh, she can't move like that today. You got that right. You got that right, Cassius. She can't move like that today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doing Chuck Norris move. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. So we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Yeah. So we're gonna look at Kill Bill 1 and 2. Because she gonna kill it. And say, "You killed my mama. Well, when you grow up, you want to come find me. You can find me. You can find me, you little bitch."
That's interesting. That's it's like what was the name of the? There was one of the movies I was watching on Netflix that was similar to that, of assassins being trained, how they're raised to be killers, merciless.
Yeah, I know you've seen that. Okay. Yeah, I know you've seen that. Yeah, they're gonna try to kill her, and she's gonna go out 4 years. Then she's dead, and she's gonna train, and she's gonna train like one of these kung fu experts, karate motherfuckers. They're gonna be fucked up. She's gonna know how to fight. Yeah, yeah. So it's now she's gonna come back and get her revenge. She's gonna come back and kill everybody and try to kill her. So it's gonna be it's two movies because it was so long. She's walking through killing everybody who tried to kill her. Right, so it's 2 parts. It's Kill Bill 1 and 2. It's two movies. Yeah, you remember that, Jason? Yeah. We said the movie's like that. Movie's 20. That movie's 23 years ago. God, that movie's 23 years ago. So yeah, that's when Vivica Fox was still fine. Now she all fucked up looking. You in age, right? You all fat. Remember Vivica was fine then. Hey, all right, baby. Huh, Joey?
Nice, Joe. I'll check it, then I'll let you know on the chat. It was not Ninja Assassin. It had a certain unique name. I just finished like 2 weeks ago. It was so awesome. Super, super awesome.
I don't know. Yeah, Joey tell me. Joey like all these crazy fighting movies. She didn't tell me. I was like, nah, I'm good. Terry then had a daughter. Yeah, oh yeah, the daughter lived. That's right. Yeah, the daughter did that. Yeah, she was unconscious, right? And the daughter was alive. That's right. And we don't find out until the second part. That's right. That's right. That's right. The daughter was living. That's right. And she got to kill him. She said, well, I guess it's too late to ask for my forgiveness, is it? She said, you be right. I guess he said, is it too wrong? I might have been wrong by having you killed me. Is it too late to apologize? He said, yeah, it's too late to apologize. But we both got a daughter together. So what? That's on some Joby shit. It's too late to apologize. Can we apologize?
Shit, no, I don't take apologies anymore. Shit. Where you at? Where you at? Can we meet up? You up for this shit? I don't take no apologies. Sorry. Not me. Not anymore. I used to.
Much love, family. Kill Bill was a very popular movie. It was very popular. Because it was so good. It was so. I love Quentin Tarantino movies. Remember we look at the last one. It went out on us. We got to stick that again. We could look at eight angry guys, 8 angry men with Samuel Jackson, and Joey's power went out. We never did finish that. We said, and he didn't like no Mexicans. You a crazy nigga. So I like Quentin Tarantino movies. That one I like is action all the way through. You're trying to find out why she's fucked up. David. Because he shows it just like that. You don't know, wait, why is she trying to kill everybody? He makes it to, Tarantino always puts the last part of the movie first and the first part of the movie last. We don't know why she's running around trying to kill everybody. What's wrong with this crazy bro? Why is she trying to kill everybody? And we found out that when she's about to get married, that they all killed her, assassinated her ass. And then,
let's wrap it up there. Thank you so much.
Yes, Hey Boy, we gotta see the Hey Boy Head again. We never got Joey's power went out that day we were looking at it. We gotta see that movie first. We gotta see the Hateful Eight first, and we get to see all that movie. We gotta see part of it. Then Joey's power went out when he's talking. Yeah. Would you tell this nigga I don't speak to niggas? What? He said, sir, may I sit down? We can have a cup of coffee with you. Would somebody tell this nigga I don't speak to niggas? I had your son suck my dick. It was cold. I put my big Johnson out and put my dick down his throat, and then I shot him in the head. Remember Samuel Jackson told me made his son suck his dick and then shot him in the head. Then I killed your boy, Joe. You know my boy? You know my boy? I killed your boy. I took your boy. I took my big black dick out and I put it down his throat, and his throat was warm with blood because I hit him in his mouth. And I put my dick in his mouth, he was full of his blood. Like, God damn. Anyway. Remember, Joe, we look at the movie. Remember, the lady was talking and Samuel Jackson hit her in the head and she fell in the snow. Maybe he's out in the snow and they had like the carrots coming. Oh, Joe, you remember. And the lady said, is this how you treat your niggas? When we punched in the mouth. Joe, we don't even remember. We gotta watch that. We gotta watch that movie first this Friday. So Joe, we don't even remember. There's a power. Is this the way you treat your niggas? I mean, lady said, nigga, this the way you treat y'all ladies.
This must be long ago, like 2020.
Oh, that was the last movie we watched. I think it was the last movie we watched, Joe. The power went out.
No, not the last one.
It was the last one. Might be like the third to the last. Remember Samuel Jackson was sitting there. It was all cold. They were going through the snow and shit. And he stopped and said, can I get a ride with you? He said, what's your name, boy? My name is Colonel something. They let him in there. He was sitting, and it had a woman prisoner. We had a woman prisoner.
It's clicking on my head, yeah.
You the one found it. They didn't have it on Amazon. You went on one of the back channels and found it.
Yeah. We have to watch it again.
Yeah, because the power went out. We didn't get to the part when we didn't get the part when it got good. We got the part when we talked to Mexican. Say, yeah, would you like some stew? Yeah, I don't want no stew. And Hattie didn't like no Mexican.
Well, let's wrap it up there, family. Have yourselves a beautiful rest of the
day. Did you like it? Yeah, white woman prison. Yeah, the white woman prison, exactly. the power went out, so Joe Biden never looked at it. We'll look at it again. And he punched in the mouth. She said, that nigga nearly knocked my jaw on. That nigga, what she said? That nigga nearly broke my jaw. Is that the way?
Family. Gotta go. Much love.
That's the way you niggas treat you. That's the way you niggas treat your lady. That nigga didn't like to broke my jaw. Remember, Joe, he hit in the jaw, she knocked the damn snake.
I remember, yeah, I remember.
That nigga damn near broke my jaw.
That part I remember, yeah. That part I remember. That part I remember very much. We gotta watch it again.
That nigga didn't like to broke my jaw.
We should watch it again. But much love, family. Have yourself some beautiful.
What's up? Hey, Cash App for everybody. They go to Cash App, Mr. Blackout 5. I need some money. At Mr. Blackout 5 or at the network, donate. Donate, pay whatever you got. $10, $20. I need it. I think the lights are probably almost out over there too. Do we need tokens for the lights?
Yeah, we do. Actually, I was checking on them. I don't know, because I've been using the heater a lot, so they have gone down super quick, like super quick.
I need light. I need tokens for the lights. Goddamn.
They'll be out probably, if not
tomorrow.
If not tomorrow, probably the next day.
Okay.
I don't know. It depends. Yeah.
Exactly right. Exactly right, Cash. They poisoned. He poisoned not the food. Was it the food or was it the coffee? I think it was the coffee. They poisoned the coffee. He poisoned the coffee. Which one of you? I'm gonna blow this bitch's head off.
Peace, family. Much love. It's time way out. You gotta watch that movie so y'all can come and ensure you have the app Tafadhali, because every time it's movie time, you guys are never there. So if you wanna keep all these comments flooded, loving the movie, kindly ensure you have the app on your phone as well. We're on Roku TV, Amazon TV. So if you're gonna be home on a Friday, you can watch the movie as well there on the TV.
You can watch on your big screen. You got Amazon TV, Roku TV, Android TV. or Apple TV.
Yeah. Or your laptop. You can use the word.
Yeah, laptop, whatever. We're here. And you can, you can say, that nigga like to broke my jaw.
See you guys tomorrow.